From the studios of Foxboro Cable Access, located in the center of Foxborough, Massachusetts, you are watching Around Foxborough.
Welcome back to another episode of Around Foxborough. My name is Julie Love. I'm your host. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today we have a very exciting local guest, so let's introduce her. Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. So can you tell our audience your name and your title and then what you're doing in our community in Foxborough?
Yes, sure. My name is Libby O'Neill. I am the library director at the Boyden Library here in Foxborough. And thank you so much, Jerry, for having me today.
Yes, of course. We are very excited to have you. So can you tell our audience what you do as a director at Boyden Library? What are your day-to-day work life like?
Yeah. Well, mostly just managing everything that happens at the library. I respond to a lot of emails. I purchase the mystery collection for the library. And I plan all of the adult programs for the library, and really just trying to find new and interesting, keeping up with the trends so that I can implement new initiatives at the library.
So for people who have never been to Boyden Library, can you please explain the building structure? So the first floor, when you walk in, what do you see?
You see the wonderful, friendly staff at the circulation desk. They're always there to help with any questions or assistance that you might need. On the first floor, we have all of the new fiction and nonfiction, so all of those bestsellers, popular reading materials. Then we also have the audio visual, so DVDs, CDs, books on CD. We also have the large print books, and we also have our Library of Things collection, and we also have book club kits. Trying to walk through, I think that's everything.
And you have the big community room and a conference room.
We do. Also on that floor, we have two conference rooms. The bigger room, community room, where we have a lot of our programs, concerts on Sundays, and then we have a smaller conference room near that as well.
And then you usually showcase the art in the community room too?
Yes. Once a month, we highlight a local artist. And yeah, it's just beautiful artwork that's, for all ages to enjoy. And whenever there is not a program or a meeting in the community room, the public is welcome to walk in and take a look at the beautiful artwork that we have.
And then how about the next floor? So you say 1A, 2A?
We actually say the ground floor and then the first floor. That took me a really long time to understand when I first started there. But yes, ground floor, first floor, and then second floor. On the first floor, which is the one level up, is our reference desk. We have public computers that people can use. We also have all of our fiction and nonfiction materials. We have sci-fi, we have biographies. We also have our teen room on that level with our teen librarian, and it's just, it's a great place for teens to come after school and a safe place for them to enjoy.
Yes, and then you have some room that people can tutor or study, and then I think there's a magazine and newspaper too.
We do. A magazine and newspaper, we call it like the reading room. And we also have the tutoring room, which also is our new Tinker Tank, which is our maker space. It's a shared space, so we keep the equipment mostly in a cabinet and then bring it out for Tuesday and Wednesday evenings from 6 to 7:30. It's just open hours. You can come and tinker with some of the new equipment that we have. And then also, if those times don't work for you, we also have a form online that you can fill out, and you can schedule a time to come use the equipment that's convenient for you.
And you guys have 3D printer on that floor.
We do have a 3D printer as well, yes.
And then what is the Tinker Maker Space that, what kind of equipment do you guys have?
We have a lot of things that our Generous Friends group has sponsored. So we have like a heat press, we have a Cricut. I'm not good with any of this stuff, but all of the like crafty, like techie things. So the heat press, we have a Cricut, we have a wood burning pen, we have a 3D pen that a lot of kids find enjoyable to play with. We have a stop motion kit that you can do, so you can start playing around with stop motion and animation on the computer. A lot of kids actually take their 3D pen creation that they've made and then put that into the stop motion and actually have it move around and create a little video, which is really cute. We have a mug press, so the holidays, think holidays or birthday presents. You can make, loved ones mugs and the heat press. You can also do make bags. So all of this fun stuff that you can create in our makerspace.
So it's Tuesday and Wednesday, 6 to 7:30. Anyone
Yes.
can come. Is there any instructor or somebody that can explain all this stuff?
So we have instructions out.
Oh.
Some of the staff are more familiar with the equipment, and so they can sort of help get you set up. But really the whole point of a makerspace, and we call it a tinker tank, is really for you to come in and tinker and sort of learn on your own. We are doing some demos, so the staff that are familiar with some of the equipment, they're doing like demo nights, and we hope to do more of that in the new year.
Wow. When did this start? I didn't even know.
We kicked off in June, but it was a little slow going in the summer because people are so busy in different schedules. But yeah, we've got a lot of fun stuff there.
All right.
Yeah.
So now you have admin room, like this little area with the pods and stuff?
Yes. Oh, and also new on the first floor near the reference desk, we have a 2-seater pod.
Oh, yes.
That 2 people can use together to study. But yes, then going upstairs to the mezzanine level, we have 3 individual pods, which sort of look like telephone booths, but they're really helpful if someone comes to the library to work and needs to make a phone call or do a Zoom call or anything, or just needs privacy, because it muffles the sound, so it helps to be a little bit quieter.
Yeah, I think pod's cool. And then there's
Yeah.
a conference room next to your office, no, that it's available for public?
No, that's a staff
That's a
conference
staff
room.
conference room. Okay. Now we're gonna go one more level up.
Yes. The children's room.
Yes. Well, what do they have?
Oh gosh, they have so much, and it's such a cheerful room. They have the same that for the adults, just children's books, fiction, nonfiction. They have playaways. They have Vox books, which is really fun. My children love this. It's an actual book for you to follow along, but it has an audio component to it, which is really cool. They have, now I'm gonna forget, I think it is a Tony box, or it could be gosh, now I'm not gonna remember, but I think it's a Tony box where you have this little like boombox thing, and you attach like a character onto it, and it reads you a story, and you can check out one of those. They're really cool. And it ranges. There's for younger kids, but also my kids have taken it out too, because they have like National Geographic books or like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and it will read the whole book to you. Yeah, it's really fun.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
And then I know they have a room in the children's place.
They
that
do.
They do a lot of programming.
For the story and craft room. And they do so many programs. Yeah.
So what are the programs examples that people don't know about that people can come? I know they have a baby time too.
Yes, they have story time. Let's see, Tuesday mornings, Wednesday mornings. We've had tippy toe time, so sort of like a dancing program, I think on Fridays, but not every Friday. There's Emma is going to start a new program called Music in Motion. So that's really fun. And then we have special, guests that come, special speakers or performers that we invite to come and do children's programs. We also have a lot of crafting programs for children as well as adults. Those are super popular. So,
and toys.
We have toys in the children's room. Yep.
And Lego time too.
We have a Lego club. Yes, on Saturday mornings. Yep.
It is so much to do.
There is so much to do.
Yes.
And even if there's not a program in the children's room, we encourage families just to come and relax and, play with the toys and just
have
it be there.
You guys have a computer for children to play.
Yes.
Like ABC Mouse or different programs.
We have different programs on the computers, yes. I think we have 3 children's computers now.
Okay. Yep. And a tablet that you can check out.
Yes.
Yes, they are so cute.
Yes.
And so go back to the ground level. I just wrote a story about the community food cupboard.
Yes.
So tell us about it.
Okay. We just kicked that off in the beginning of October, and I have had a special passion for wanting to make sure that, the library is more than just a space for books. We really want to meet community needs. I've met with the Foxborough Food Pantry, and they are doing such wonderful work there. But we wanted to supplement what the food pantry was doing and what St. Mark's is doing. I think they have a food pantry outside, perhaps. And the food pantry is only open Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think from 10 to 12. So we really wanted to help supplement the good work that they're doing. And so we put a cupboard outside of the library. So it's right outside of our main entrance, and it's accessible 24/7 anonymously. You don't have to speak to any staff. You can come at 3:00 in the morning and grab a couple things, and it's for anyone that needs anything there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you.
And then, so as a library director, what are the joy of being a director at the Boyden Library in Foxborough? How long have you worked there so far?
March will be 4 years. It has gone by really fast. And I love working in Foxborough. I love the community. I love the people. And I have such a wonderful staff, so they make it really easy because they're so passionate about it. And we have a common goal to really make the Boyden Library the best it can be for the community. And I'm just so passionate about helping the community, making an impact, and just really bringing people together. That's why I'm really passionate and have so much fun making or planning all the adult programs, because I really try to get engaging programs, but also diverse programs for people to learn things too.
Yes, I'm honored to be participated for a couple of programs that you have done. And some of the examples, can you please tell us about the adult program? And then how can they sign up? Do they have to go to a website? And if you have a website or social media, just let me know.
Sure. So some of the examples, we have done, I had to write a little note here. In last fiscal year, so from last July to this June 30th, so the fiscal year runs from July 1st to June 30th, we did, in total, not just adult programs, but in total, we did 672 programs, whereas the last year, we only did 594. So that is just so amazing that we have just so many programs to be offering the community. Some of the adult programs that I'm really proud of, see, there's so many. People love the arts workshops and the crafting workshops. We have a lot of authors that come in. I think one of the programs that I really enjoyed was during one of the community reads, and we had you come in, Jerry, and it was a panel on their experience, their story about immigrating to America. Because we had the community author was Abdi Noor Iftin, who he wrote his story about coming to America and his experiences. So that was one that I was really, really proud of. We also have a program that I have been trying to do. I've done it maybe 2 or 3 times now. It's speed friend matching. So think speed dating, but not really dating. It's trying to bring community members together. It's really hard to make friends as an adult, and people are just so busy. And where better place to meet new people than the library. So we've had the speed, and basically you do same thing as speed dating. You get like 5 to 10 minutes. And you move around and you meet different people, and then I connect them afterwards if they've sort of made a friend match. So that's been really fun. Let's see. There's a lot.
The number of the program that you said is remarkable. It's almost 2 a day or 3 a day sometimes.
Yes.
Like it's incredible. And then the increase of the program. But not only utilizing the space at the Boyden Library, I know you reach out, for instance, Light Up Town,
Yes.
that you went to the Foxboro Common, and then
Yes.
during the farmers market, sometimes you do story time.
Yes.
Maybe new community center. I don't know if you have tied to
Yep.
that, or maybe the theater, my Rotterdam Performing Arts Center. Can you
Yep.
tell us about some of the community engagement outside of the facility?
Yeah, so I find it really important for myself or my staff to really get out into the community, because you really want to reach the people that are still not coming to the library. And so yes, we have story times all over the community. The farmers markets we've done before, Light Up Town, Patriot Place story time. I do a senior book group, so each month I go over to the community center, and we have a book club once a month that I run. And we've also partnered with the theater and other community organizations and community members. In June, we all partnered together, actually even some local churches, to celebrate Pride. And we did a Pride Foxborough. That was really, really special. And we each had our own programs, but we advertised them all together, celebrating Pride. So that was
Well,
great.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then can people sign up for the library card?
Yes.
And do they have to be Foxborough resident or not really?
Yep, so you only have to live in Massachusetts to be able to get a Boyden Library card. You'll just have to come in and prove that you're a resident in Massachusetts, and then we can sign you up for a free card.
And I know you guys have a museum pass as well.
Yes, we have a lot of museum passes, and you can reserve that online. Our website is boydenlibrary.org, and we have we have zoos, we have art museums, we have children's museums. Thank you. But yeah, we have a lot of we have Davis Farmland, so like discounted admissions into these places.
Yeah, it's incredible. People, I don't think, know much about the tickets, the discounted tickets that you have. And also, do you have the network of different libraries? Say, for instance, I wanted to get this book, but it didn't have it in Boyden Library, but you go out and then in the network. So how does that work?
Yes. So Boyden Library is part of the Sales Library Network, and it's basically all of the libraries in Southeast Massachusetts. So that's a huge range because it actually goes all the way down to like Marion and Mattapoisett. It goes to like Pembroke, Massachusetts. It includes like New Bedford, Fall River, Bridgewater. So it's kind of like random, but if you think of like Southeast Massachusetts, it includes all of those.
Yeah, I was impressed one time.
Yeah.
I think my son wanted some series and then some was missing and it came from Fall River Library. I'm like, wow, that's so far. Like they came.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also you have online resources, like online, what is it called? I forgot. How can you access to, say, online reading, movies, right, music?
Yes. So we have a bunch of different online resources. The most popular one, I would think, would be, it's Libby, which is very confusing since my name is also Libby. But it used to be Overdrive, and then they switched it to Libby. And so those are the ebooks and audiobooks. Very popular. You can get them from the Sales Library Network, but you can also tap in your library card to get other library network ebooks and audiobooks. It sort of works the same as a physical book, though, so it's not always available. So if it's popular, you might have to put a hold on it. But then there's also Hoopla, which also has ebooks and audiobooks, as well as like movies, TV, and musical CDs. And those are always available. We don't actually curate that collection, so there might not be like the most popular or best sellers on Hoopla, but there's still a lot of great options. Then we also have Canopy, which is streaming movies, a lot of independent films, documentaries, and that you can also use with your library card. Free. All of this is free to you, for you to use.
So you can use iPhone or smartphone too?
Yes. You can download the app for Libby, Hoopla, and I believe also Canopy too.
And then you put your Boyden library card in it
Yes.
or something?
For Hoopla and for Canopy, you use your library card to then create a free account, and then you would log in with your free account to access all the materials.
I see.
Yeah.
And then I know they have a language program too on Libby.
They might, but we also have transparent languages as another resource that you can use with your library card.
Oh, that's another online.
It's a different online resource.
Oh, it's called Transparent Language.
Transparent languages, where you can learn a whole list of different languages.
But you need a Boyden library card.
You would need a Boyden library card.
Oh, that's great. Like a Duolingo.
Yes, sort of. Yeah, and it's free to you with your library card.
Wow.
Yeah. Another fun one is we now subscribe to Library Chef.
Okay.
So you can use your library card to create a free account again, and then you get access to these cooking classes online.
Wow.
Yeah.
Library chefs?
Library Chef.
Chef.
Yes.
Wow.
It is on our website, and I've also been putting it on our calendar so people know when the classes are, the virtual classes, and then but you can always go back and look at their on demand.
Have you watched some of them?
I have. They're really fun. Yeah.
Like, what are they making?
Oh gosh, I'm not going to remember now. They try to do it like seasonally. So I think that for Thanksgiving there might have been like turkey or cranberries, or I can't remember exactly, but there was one about like an apple recipe like in the fall. I think they did like a honey recipe recently. So
that's amazing.
It's really fun. And they have, I think, 3 a month for adults, but they also have for children and teens too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I want to talk a little bit about political side of how it's funded, because I remember one time I participated with some of the legislatures and officials and then sales that maybe you're trying to raise some funding or secure funding. So how does it work?
We are funded by the town, so we get all of our funding from them. However, we also get funding from the state for meeting certain requirements that we have to meet, like the hours being opened. We have to spend a certain percentage of our budget on checkoutable materials. And then we have to also increase the budget each year by at least, there's an equation, but about 2.5% each year. So those are sort of the requirements. That's sort of the technical side of stuff. But if we meet all those requirements, we get state aid. And then we also have, like I said before, our generous friends of the library. They sponsor a lot of things too. The town does not sponsor any of our programs. And as I said, this past year, we did 672 programs, and that's not funded by the town. So our Generous Friends group, they sponsor a lot of the programs, and then we also fund it with the state aid. So if we didn't have that support, we wouldn't be able to offer as much as we do to the community.
So Foxboro Cultural Council, Mass Cultural Council, do they help as well?
We do apply for a grant, and usually we apply for like 1 or 2 programs, usually a children's program and an adult program, and they have also been very generous to usually sponsor a program or two a year for us.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
amazing to have so many people and then groups and then
Yep.
government like support.
Yep.
Now, Friends of Library,
Yeah.
who are those people? Like what do they do?
They are amazing volunteers that, from the goodness of their heart, give their time and talent to basically fundraising for the library. So they put on 2 book sales a year. They also have like the ongoing book sales that you've seen. We have one on every floor of the library. And so they kind of monitor that, and they do sorting throughout the year because we get donations every day of books from the community. So yeah, they're just wonderful.
So they are local volunteers.
Local volunteers.
Oh.
Yep.
And how can people sign up if they want to become one?
You can go onto our website, and then we have a tab for the friends, and you could probably get some more information there. You can probably contact them through their email address that they have. Also, the annual meeting is coming up in February. It's always the first Wednesday. I don't have the specific date, but it's always the first Wednesday of the month, and the annual meeting is in February. So if anyone's interested, they can come to that meeting and learn more and see what they do.
So for people who don't know the massive potential of the Boyden Library, what is your message for people to be able to utilize the potential that you offer? For instance, like conference room, like community room, and if somebody wants to do something, is there any limitation, and is there anything that people can do or not do?
Well, the conference rooms are for nonprofits. So anyone that's for nonprofit can use those conference rooms, and they also they have to be, the meetings or programs have to be free and open to all. So that is the one stipulation we have for the conference rooms. However, the message that I would give to the community, perhaps that aren't familiar with everything that we offer, is that we are a thriving community hub that is for everyone. Doesn't matter your race, doesn't matter your religion or economic status or anything like that. When you walk in that door, everyone is equal, and we are there to help you with whatever you need. So we just provide that space and the resources for everyone and anyone. And we really want everyone to take advantage of it because we think we think we're pretty cool. We think we've got a lot of great stuff, a lot to offer the community, and we're continuing to evolve and offer new programs and services and initiatives to stay current in Foxborough. And yeah.
And I don't want to discriminate any of the library that I've been to, but
Okay.
I think Boyden Library is the best.
I sure do too.
And I think the building is so cool and so many windows, especially the side of the building where like glass, like
Yes.
open space.
Yes.
And then again, like when I walk into the Boyden Library, I always feel so welcomed.
Yes.
Not only the friendly staff, but the sunlight and then the structure of the
Yes.
building is so open.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Well, they always say, the third space, right? So like your home, your work, and then there's a third space where you can go and sort of feel at home, or where you can just be welcome. And that is the library. That is the Boyden Library. So
That's amazing. Well, Libby, I really appreciate you coming into around Foxborough and then telling our audience what you do behind the scene and then how can people utilize all these amazing resources. I didn't even know about this, Tinker Tank.
You'll have to come check it out,
yes,
Jerry.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for all of your hard work and
thank you.
communication and then really welcoming any members
Anyone.
of the community and really educating us. And then my children are a true beneficiary of the Boyden Library.
Aw.
They read so many books and then participated in so many programs. And then we so appreciate you.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for watching another episode of Around Foxborough. My name is Julie Love. I'm your host. Our website is fcatv.org. You can go to video on demand and studio show and watch all the Around Foxborough that we recorded here. Our executive producer is Michael Weber, and then director is Paul Beck. Thank you very much, everyone. See you next time.